Hello everyone, and welcome back to Klonoa Moonlight Museum. I almost said Professor Layton. This is the last thing I did before this. Anyway, we finished the first world last time, so we're doing the second one. This one's in a giant, like, wooden robot or whatever. Yeah. This is probably the level I got more used to this game's style, I guess. I start liking it a lot more from this world onwards. Yeah. I do like the aesthetic of this one. You're like in this giant robot that's made out of wood, and despite the limited graphics, you can, like, I don't know, it feels like it's really, like, huge, is what I'm trying to say. And I like that. Like, there's plants growing and everything. And I like the background as well. But yeah, we learn more about how to use those blocks. I think we learn most of the tutorials in this one. I think there's a tutorial. There's at least one new thing per world, and this one, I don't remember what specifically it is. I know we're seeing these guys for the first time, but yeah, these were in Klonoa 1 as well, or Daughter Phantom Isle. Oh, I guess it's the gusts of wind. These things, they're introduced in this world. And I believe from now on, I only do 3 levels per video. I actually think for this one I do like 4 or something, I don't remember. But yeah. I tried looking up stuff about this game to see if I could, like, have anything interesting to say, like, about the production or something, but the only thing that is really known is that it's directed by the same director as Klonoa 1 and 2, and it was made at the same time as Klonoa 2. Other than that, there's not much known, and I've already mentioned that this one's more puzzle-based than the other ones. Yeah. I also like that they decided to record Klonoa saying Wahoo, like, even though this console doesn't really have that much space, you know. I like when they try doing that sort of thing, regardless of if it's gonna sound good or not. I can only imagine it would sound like completely terrible on the Game Boy if this released on the Game Boy instead. Yeah, we've made relatively short work of this level. Yeah, we've got these platforms. All of this stuff will be used in the Game Boy Advance games as well. You know, instead of I do want to Klonoa 3, but, like, alongside it, I know this is, like, probably really greedy to say, but I would love a third Klonoa, like a sequel to Dream Champ Tournament. That's, yeah, because Dream Champ Tournament is named Klonoa 2 as well, which is weird. But I guess, yeah, I would like a sequel to that game as well. Like, they could just, like, release Klonoa 3 and also another Klonoa 3 that's more like the handheld ones. That would be great. Because of how the handheld games work and how the mainline games work. The handheld games like bring back characters who normally wouldn't be able to be brought back, just so they don't have to keep making new characters every single time. Like there's Hupao appears a couple times, I think, and the a character from Klonoa 2, actually two of the characters from Klonoa 2, Lolo and Popka, I think, if I'm remembering their names correctly. They also appear in the handheld games, which is fairly interesting to me. Yeah. So I'd like, if there's a Klonoa 3, there's probably going to be new characters in that as there was in the previous two games as well. But I just want to... So they should... You know what I'm saying. I'm like completely blanking on it. But yeah. There we go. We spent a little more time than I was expecting on that level. Yeah. Because I forgot some of the gems. I think that only happens a couple times where I missed a couple gems. It is annoying because you have to kind of like comb the level if you do miss some. I mean, they're not mandatory, so you don't really have to, but just for the sake of completing it, I decided to do that. And here we are. But I'd say the game doesn't really get hard until like the third, like second half of the third level. I don't know, third world, I guess. And I completely messed it up. Usually, if you mess up a puzzle, you should just like restart like the room by like going to the menu and pressing the restart button. It just resets the room back to how it was originally. But I just decided to leave and come back because I didn't want to collect the things again, I guess. And I've also messed up here again as well. Forgot what we were supposed to do. And I like got confused for a second. And I tried this, which is obviously not how you're supposed to do it. And I feel embarrassed about that. And here we go, yeah, retry. This is what you can do. Hopefully I don't mess it up again. I do believe I start like cutting out the failed attempts and stuff later on in the other parts, but for now it's just this, and I messed up again. I feel stupid. Yeah. Like, it's not that hard, but I guess I wasn't paying attention when I recorded this. There we go, we get it. I will admit there is a bit too much waiting around, but mostly that's just my fault for taking so long. Yeah. Also, I want to like say how like great this translation is. It's very good. I'm so like glad about its existence. I have no idea how to describe it really, but like I've been like, even though I originally didn't like this game, I've been waiting for a fan translation of this game for years. I'm talking about like when I was 12 or something. That's how long I've been waiting. And the other Japanese exclusive Klonoa game, Klonoa Heroes, which is also the last original Klonoa game, also got an English translation, I think around the same time, or maybe like the exact same time. I'm not sure. But yeah. I think it's translated by the same people, actually. I'm not sure if that's true, don't quote me on that. But yeah, that was also something I've been waiting for a translation for like ages. But I have played that game like untranslated as well, and it was a real pain to figure out what anything said. Yeah, because that game's an action RPG, so reading is kind of important for that one. But I didn't know. I figured it out by just like blindly clicking options and guessing what they said, and eventually it just became like, I don't know, like second nature to me, I guess. I don't know what that term is. But yeah. So even though I don't speak Japanese yet, I have been learning. But yeah, I don't speak it yet. I could still understand it, just like by remembering what the specific like characters in hiragana and katakana meant, just by what they did. Which is actually like a good way to learn a language, by the way, is just like immersing yourself in stuff made by people who speak that language. Of course, you gotta like actually put in some effort to like learn some words like yourself. You can't just like only watch like stuff like untranslated or something, you know. Yeah, it does take a lot of time, but I'm excited to like make some progress on learning Japanese. And I have trouble with this puzzle for some reason. It's not that hard. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Am I really this stupid? I'm not sure. It's always when you're like watching things back that it just seems so obvious. And you just kind of get mad at yourself for not understanding. I do promise I get better. Yeah. This is not a good look for me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I waste so much time on this, I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm doing. And it is entirely my fault that this is even being shown. I could cut this out, but I've decided not to. Just to like... I have no idea. Like, just go up that. Come on. There we go. Like, I had just played this game, like, all the way through, like, a day before recording these parts, and I just... It was so frustrating. I felt so stupid. This part won't take as long, though, this level. And we've got another, like, vertical level here. It's another easy puzzle here that I feel like I didn't do a really good job. It took me kind of a bit too long to figure that out. Not really. I'm unsure if that's actually how you're supposed to do that, but I'll take it. I don't actually remember if those spike pits there actually kill you in one shot. I know in the extra levels they do, because I died a bunch of them, but I didn't actually touch them too many times in the main game, so that's why I'm like confused about that. I don't remember, but anyway, you'd want to avoid them regardless, I guess. First bit of like actually challenging platforming. Not really though, it's still quite easy. It's like this game doesn't have like a typically like difficult, like, I guess difficulty curve. It's just pretty like forgiving, and you learn stuff like as you go, like fairly easily. It gives you enough time to get used to the previous mechanics and stuff. And there we go. That took way less time. And I do decide to do the 4th level for some reason. Yeah, I do make very quick work of this level at least, so there's something. I do play it rather recklessly though. And I die for the first time, I think. Which is embarrassing. That could have been easily avoided. I don't know what I was thinking. My excuse, as it always is that I was tired when I recorded them. I'm always tired when I record these. Like, I always put them off, and then I'm really tired when I have to. Yeah. You also get to see the first like use of using blocks to really like block these spikes. Spike things, I forgot their name. Yeah. Another additional mechanic that we can learn to like use in like more complex puzzles later on. Like I really don't know what I was on about when I said this game was bad before. It just isn't. It's like really good. And like the puzzle design is one of the reasons why it's really good. Not sure why I did that. Oh right, because I don't need to be there. I'm stupid. Just barely got that. But you'll be forced to restart the level if you like get that stuck up there. And with that, we're done. Yeah. As I said before, World 2 is like a vast improvement over the last one. And the same will apply for the next world as well, though we're not quite there yet.